Breaking Russia is the solution for Ukraine. Estonian PM's bold statement surfaces online. Is the EU's policy against Moscow clear? Estonian Prime Minister Kaja Kallas is set to become the European Union's new foreign policy chief, marking a significant shift in EU's approach to the ongoing war in Ukraine and the relations with Russia. Kallas has gained attention for her firm stance on Ukraine and her controversial definition of victory, which she described as the fragmentation of Russia into smaller pieces. The statement, made at the recent Lennart Meri conference, has raised eyebrows and signaled a more confrontational approach from the EU.
Russia's defeat is not a bad thing, because then there could be really a change in the society, and there are many different nations right now part of Russia as well. I think if you would have more like small nations, it's not a bad thing if the big power is actually much smaller.
While not explicitly declaring war, Kallas's position indicates a more militaristic strategy that the EU seems to be adopting. Her impending appointment reflects the bloc's growing determination to address the conflict and the broader geopolitical implication. Kallas advocates for several key actions, like helping Ukraine to push back Russia at borders, maintaining the pressure on Moscow through sanctions until Ukraine's territorial integrity is restored, then demanding reparations from Russia and holding Russian leadership accountable for the war, and then integrating Ukraine into both EU and NATO to achieve a stable peace in Europe. These goals represent a hardline approach against the Russian aggression and are likely to shape EU's foreign policy in the coming years moving forward. The focus will be now on strengthening security measures and supporting Ukraine's sovereignty, which may lead to increased tensions with Moscow. It's also worth noting that Russia has already issued an arrest warrant against Kallas over the campaign to remove Soviet World War II memorials in Estonia. This action highlights the already strained relation between Russia and the EU. From the Russian perspective, as stated by the authorities, they will continue their military operation until the goals are achieved. The goals include ensuring the security of Russian-speaking population in Ukraine, then demilitarizing and denazify Ukraine, and then preventing Ukraine to become a member of NATO. Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov has also stated that if the US and allies wish for the war to be decided militarily, Russia is prepared for that outcome too. Kallas's appointment and her stated goals represent a pivotal moment in EU foreign policy. Her leadership is expected to guide EU towards a more assertive stance in international affairs, particularly concerning Russia and Ukraine. The shift can lead to a challenging and potential turbulent period between EU and Russia relations. Now, as the situation develops, it will be crucial to monitor how Kallas's policies are implemented and the impact of that on the ongoing war, regional stability, and broader international relations too. The coming months and years may see significant changes in geopolitical landscape of Europe and beyond.